Has this ever happened to you? You search a term like online tutoring and you get 30,900,000 results. You look at the content and the big companies like Wyzant, Varsity Tutors, or the Princeton Review show up and you think, I will never be able to get found online. I can't compete. I might as well start looking for a job with one of these companies. Well, I'm going to share with you some of the best kept secrets about getting found online inside of this video. And you're going to learn what kind of searches people do, the problems that are caused when you're too broad or too specific, and what tools will help you out the most to find the right keywords so that you can get found, hired, and referred. Stay tuned. My name's Joanne Kaminski, and I learned all about using keywords when I began working for a network marketing company. And this company had separate training, and I began utilizing what I learned. But what stuck out to me was, I wonder what would happen if I used this for teaching. I bet there are a lot of teachers and tutors who don't know a lot about it. And I was right. I mean, it was easy to put these pieces in place for my tutoring business and begin to get found in 2010. And it works just as well today as it did when I got started. In fact, at some point, you've probably done a search online and found something that I created. Maybe you typed in Joanne Kaminski because you wanted to know who the heck is this lady? Or you typed in how to become an online tutor and you found one of my YouTube videos or my YouTube page. Now, you're not finding any of this content on accident because I've used these keywords so that you can find me. And this works just as well for me as it does for others. In fact, Elaine Linger just booked her online tutoring business solid because she used this strategy. And Suzanne Davis keeps growing her email list and getting new clients to work with her as well. And these are tutors that started out just like you. They had no one following them, no big name, and now because they have learned how to use keywords correctly, they're getting found. By the way, our contest is still going on and you can enter to win your very own Hue HD document camera. So if you didn't see the video where I show how you can use this tool, there is a link in the description for you. Now, I'm going to be announcing the winner February 14th, 2019 during our YouTube Live. So if you haven't entered yet, there are just 3 steps. First, subscribe to this channel. Second, fill out the form in the description. And third, comment on any of my videos on my channel. In fact, every time you comment on my channel, you get an extra entry thrown into the name randomizer. So let's dive into our content today about keywords. This is mistake number 26, not using the right keywords. And this is a mistake because the way Google works is through keywords. So to understand more about how Google works, let's answer some important questions like, where do people search? How do people search? When do people search? What do people search? And why do people search? And then we're going to dive into some tools that are going to help us find the right keywords based off of this information. Now, where do people search? The #1 search engine is Google. The #2 search engine is owned by Google, and it's YouTube. So people are going to open up YouTube and type in something, and they're going to find videos there, right? #3 is Amazon. Today, anyone can write a book, get it listed into the KDP program for free, and get found in Amazon's search engine. And #4 is Facebook. Again, people are going to type in what they're looking for and find it. Now, this past year, I've gotten 6 clients through Facebook from searches. And this is all because I used a keyword to name my business. And I also have recommendations on my page that help me come up on the top of the search results. This means that if you're present on each of these platforms, you have a good chance of people being able to find you and hire you. And are you wondering what type of content shows up in these search engines? Well, on all of the results, if you go to all for Google, you're going to find blogs and websites. And they now have a little carousel that points out 3 of the top videos with that keyword as well. There's a separate tab for videos if you're specifically looking for a video. If you go to YouTube, only videos show up. Amazon is for products that you can buy, and Facebook is the social arena where you can get referred by your current clients because you're asking them to leave recommendations for you. Now, I have chosen to play in all 4 of these places to get found, and it works. I have people telling me that I'm everywhere. Well, I have been creating content since 2010 pretty consistently. So I've built some strategy up, but you can do the same thing. And this is going to put you in a position where you look more like an expert than the average tutor that they can find on one of those websites where you're only going to end up making $10 to $15 an hour. Now, let's take a look at how people search. Today, you don't go to your computer and search terms. In fact, most people are going to search on their phone or they're using their voice. And this is pretty incredible. I mean, you can search the internet just by saying, hey, Siri, tell me blank. And guess what? She will. In fact, when people search with their voice, they're going to search with whole questions instead of long tail keyword phrases like they do on the phone or on their computer. So this is an area that you're going to want to continually stay on top of so that people can find you, and don't let the old way of doing things stop you from getting students today or in the future. Now, when people search in Google, they keep it short but specific. For example, people don't usually look up online tutoring. They look up online math tutor, and they are specific so that they can get a starting point of where to go. Then they begin seeing some companies and researching them, and in some special cases, they begin to see something that looks like, I'm going to show you on my screen. Now, do you see how there's a very large listing of my business, Bright Idea Reading Tutoring, right here? I only put in reading tutor. That is a highly competitive word, but because I have gone into Google My Business and I have used that tool, which I talk about in another video, in one of the mistakes, this comes right on up for anybody who's in a 30-mile radius of me, which is just awesome because I constantly am getting people in my area finding me for my tutoring because of it. Now, when do people search? 24 hours a day, all over the world. Seriously, when are people not searching? Google receives over 63,000 searches per second on any given day. That's the average. I mean, figure how many people use Google a day. This translates into at least 2 trillion searches per year, 3.8 million searches per minute, 228 million searches per hour, and 5.6 billion searches per day. What do you think this could do for your business if you were on page 1 of Google? Comment below and let me know what you think. Do you think one person might be able to find you? 2, maybe 3? I mean, anything is possible when you start tapping into this powerhouse with a successful strategy. So let's answer the question, what do people search? It feels like people are searching for everything these days, doesn't it? But the computer has allowed us to really personalize what we're looking for. It used to be if we wanted to find a good tutor, we would ask our friends and family if they knew any tutors. But today, people are more apt to put that question into the search bar first. And now, in last year's searches, like, I, my, and me have increased by 80%. The qualifier should I has grown 65% in the past 2 years. And instead of turning to a friend or colleague, people are asking Google, what should I get for lunch? They're even asking highly personal questions like, should I go vegan? As more and more people use voice search, you are going to see questions like, should I hire an online tutor? It's not there yet, but I can see it in the future. And when it does happen, remember that I told you so. Now, people have caught onto the fact that if they type in near me, that this is a signal to find things near their current location. So it's clear that they are looking for something that's immediate and close. So make sure you are up on Google My Business and that your address is easily findable by Google. This way, people can find you, your business, a map of where to connect with you, and they can contact you. Now, have you liked this content so far? If so, please hit that like button, subscribe, and the little bell. This is going to let Google know that this content is something that people like and is relevant to what they're looking to consume. Also, if you leave a comment, you can get another name in the drawing for the Hue HD Pro document camera. Lastly, let's take a look at why do people search? Well, it's just 3 words, you guys. Do, know, go. When a user performs a do query, they are looking to achieve a specific action like purchasing a specific product or booking a service. These are important to tutors because people are looking to work directly with us. A no query is an informational query where the user is wanting to learn about a particular subject. Maybe somebody wants to know how to motivate their child to do their homework each night. or how to handle a teacher during a parent-teacher conference. Then they're going to search this in the search bar. Go queries are typically brand or known entity queries where a user is looking to go to a specific website or a location. And typically, if I want to go to Amazon, I just type in Amazon, and it's the #1 option for me to choose from. Google knows why people search and has created algorithms so that what people want shows up first. Why? Well, Google's a business, you guys. If it keeps you on their site longer, then they are apt to click on one of the ads that's going to bring them revenue. And it's all about smart business. So they keep evolving so that people are getting search results that they want and will be useful. So how does Google determine what is useful? Well, this is where keywords come in. As a creator of content, there is a special way that people can talk to the bots that make up Google's system. And this is through keywords, backlinking, and social proof. Google takes all 3 of these pieces together to determine if your content is worth showing up on page 1. And if it does, then it's going to keep ranking your content in the desired position. And if it doesn't, then you're toast. Gone are the days where people are going to scroll through pages of content to find what they're looking for. People look on page 1 and most frequently at the top 3 results that are real results, not ads. And if they don't find what they're looking for, they use a different search term. And there are people out there that will try to scam you, and they'll call you and they'll tell you that you can get on page 1 of Google and they'll help you. I'm going to warn you that if you receive one of these calls, hang up. If you didn't search these people out and know what kinds of results they can actually get you, you could be investing thousands of dollars into a bad marketing ploy. I fell for it in the beginning. I was told they would get me on page 1 of Google, and they did. But I have no idea if people were searching for those terms. Why? Because I didn't end up looking and having the information to know if people were searching for those terms. So I ended up connecting with another tutor at a conference who had paid $10,000 for a website and SEO. And she said that she was really disappointed because she got 0 leads. And I sat down with her to figure out what her keywords are and if people are actually searching them. Every single one of her keywords had 0 searches. Now let me ask you a question. If you're on page 1 for 10 keywords, but no one is searching for those keywords, will you get found? I mean, the answer is no. So step 1 is to figure out if people are searching for the keywords that you want to get found for. And there is a great tool that you can use for this. It is called Keywords Everywhere. And all you need to do is open up the Chrome browser tool, and I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like today if you don't already have it downloaded. So all you have to do is at the Chrome web store, you're going to put in Keywords Everywhere, and then you click on this and you're able to download it. Now, I've already added it to my extension up here, so I already have it. Those of you that are like, well, what is Chrome? Chrome is a web browser. If you don't have it, I not only have it, I have saved it right on the bottom here so that I can access it. It is one of the best browsers that you can possibly have for your online tutoring business because of all these different Chrome extensions that you can add onto it. Now here's what happens. When I type something in, it tells me automatically how many people are actually searching for that. This little number, volume 4,400, tells me that that's how many people are searching each month. So now you can search terms and see if people are searching them. But this isn't good enough. We also need to make sure that there isn't a ton of content for that keyword already. I mean, if there's a 5-digit number like 20,000 results, then believe me, you are not going to get on page 1. There are too many people fighting for that keyword. So it is super important that you put quotes when you are searching for the keywords, because this is going to show you how many exact results there are. So let's take a look when I put in results for math tutor. You can see that there are 40,000 searches a month. That sounds great, right? But there's 84 million results, and this is not great. So what happens if I put in quotes? when I put in the quotes here, I end up with 3 million. So this is too specific. This is not specific enough. This is too general for people. But what happens when I put in online math tutor? Ooh, look at this, online college math tutor. Do you see that, you guys? That is awesome. There are 170 people that are actually searching for that every single month. Now let me put the quotes on in here so that I can see what that looks like for how much content is already on there. There's only 356 results. That means that I do have some playing room. I do have the opportunity to get on page 1 with this particular keyword if I'm using it all of the time for people to find me. So you remember how I said Google likes to give people exactly what they're looking for? Well, they start with people who tell them they have the exact result. They use the keyword in their title, in their description, and they add tags to their content. And this is going to signal to Google that this is something that's worthy to put on page 1 of Google. So let's take a look at the different spots here. So we have add, 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 add. Okay, now we have our first 3 spots right here. These are the ones that people are looking at the most and being able to look at and see, is this going to be a good fit for me? And so they might like click on one of these 3. They may continue to scroll down. They may see that, oh, there's a video. Let me check that out. Fantastic. But these people are using online college math tutor in their titles here, which then helps Google know if this is a search term that they should show for that particular content. All right, so right here, she is putting in reading tutor, but it says that she needs to put in a valid API key. So this is happening to some new people that need to set up keywords everywhere for the very first time. So let's take a look. We're going to click on that right now so that we can set up all this information. So we're going to put the email right on inside of there. And then after we do that, we're going to click on that email me API key. And then you're going to open up your email, and it gives you the directions right there. Do you see that? And you go right into your email, and there it is. It's got that API key right there for you. So you just copy now that API key from that spot. There it is. You're just going to select that API key, and then you're going to enter it on in. Now you're going to open up that Keywords Everywhere on the browser. It's little K with that black circle, and update settings. And then it tells you to put the API key right there so that you can validate it. So she's grabbing it right now here. And she's going to paste that right on into the spot right there and hit validate, and it's all set to go. Now she's going to be able to see those numbers so that she can determine how many people are searching for each keyword. So how do we come up with these keywords? Well, there are 3 ways. You can use Google's auto suggester. So before, did you notice how all of a sudden I said, oh, look, there's this many a month on here. Look, online tutoring math, there's 73 a month. Do you see that? Auto suggester is going to give you some different ideas. That's one thing that you can do. The other thing that you can do is when you are on all, I'm just going to make it like online math tutor for now because I'm quite specific right now and take out my quotes. But you'll notice on the right-hand side, once I refresh here, that Keywords Everywhere is going to offer some suggestions of some other keywords. And so then I can start utilizing some of those keywords. Up here, we've got online math help, math tutor website. Oh, people are typing in specifically math tutor website. That's cool. That looks like that would be another really great one. So you can see here, like this is going to give you some words. And then the other tool that I use is called Uber Suggest. So let's say I put in online math tutor. I can actually click on all of the ones that I'm like, oh, I want to research these words to see what they are. But the nice thing is they start off with some of the lower results so that I don't have to take a look at some of those higher results that are going to have too much content. And it's amazing how grabbing these that have even just 20 searches or 50 or 70 or 200 or 480, I grab onto some of these, and it's amazing how over time, I have all of that added up into people who are able to find me each month because of the content that I have put out there. So this is another great tool to be able to utilize. Now, using keywords is kind of like a GPS. I mean, when you go somewhere, you type in where you'd like to go. From there, the GPS gives you a step-by-step directions on how to get there. And when you're using the right keywords, you're giving your ideal client a step-by-step guide to find you. Now, I always love when people tell me that they found me online on accident for online tutoring. And I think, oh my gosh, they seriously did not find me on accident. I knew what word you typed in, used as a keyword, and I created content around that keyword so that you could find me. And then I think, and it worked. I think it's funny when people tell me that the keyword they think they put in, and I know immediately if they're right or not. I mean, this is how well I know my keywords. And I help other tutors find the right keywords for their business as well. In fact, 2 weeks ago, a group of tutors met for a workshop on planning out their business. And I helped them find the right keywords. And they were like, Joanne, you could be charging thousands of dollars for this. And Cindy Zamuda said, why in the world did I ever sit on the fence with becoming a member of this group of the Insider Secrets Club? She said this information is so valuable to her business that she can't wait to get started finding more keywords that people will use to find her. And guess what? It does work. Each week in the Insider Secrets Club, I see new posts that say, I just got another client who found me because of the content that I created using keywords. I love it. I get goosebumps when members of our group get the results that they want. And if you want to join the Insider Secrets Club, you can do so today as well. There's a link inside of the description, and you can learn more about what is included for members in the video there and decide, is this going to be a right fit for you? Well, thanks for joining me, you guys. I want you to stay tuned as I share mistake number 27 next week of not getting quality backlinks. Until next week, you guys, my name is Joanne Kaminski, the online tutor business coach, helping you get found, hired, and referred.